Here with Tom after day four's play against Hampshire, where we've drawn the game. Tom, what's your reflections on the whole game?
I think obviously pleased to come away with a draw. I think it's important this stage of the season to get those points banked. But from my point of view, it's still fairly disappointing that we're in a position to having to save the game rather than pushing to win it, which is our own fault. We probably didn't play the best cricket we could in the first couple of innings. And we left ourselves in a tricky position, obviously, these last couple of days. Jordan Cox being an idiot, as per. But yeah, I think to come away with a draw from the position we were in probably last night is a positive that we can take into the next game.
Definitely, and you and Pep's put on a massive partnership, 220 runs. What was said when you was out there with him? Did you take on more of the anchor role and let him do his thing, or? Yeah,
I think I was always just going to try and bat. I trust my defence against spin, and Dorse was bowling well, and we complemented each other. I think Pep's a bit more of an aggressor, scores quickly, and at the start of the day we obviously needed to bat time, but we needed to extend that lead as well. So I thought that was an incredible knock from Pep's. He made batting look very easy out there on a surface that was obviously offering a little bit for the spin, and the ball was reversing a little bit sort of for the first half of the day. So yeah. No, it was obviously a key partnership to get us that draw.
And we could take a lot of positives out of the draw. We said Pep's 100 and yourself, obviously Charlie on day one, Macca with his first class wicket, and also Harmy reaching 500 first class wickets for the club. So there is a lot of positives we can take out of the draw from today.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives. I think that's actually been, the frustration this season, that like in moments in the game we've had individual brilliance, but we haven't been able to string together a batting display and a bowling performance in the same game. It's always one or the other that seems to be working. But that's something that obviously we have to go away and reflect that. We need to improve on our first innings runs. Bonus points are going to be key. And obviously, we've had to chop and change the team because, we haven't got a huge amount of resources as a squad at the moment. So everyone is obviously trying their best. And we just have to find a way of getting ourselves into those positions to win.
Definitely. And well, look, we go to Yorkshire for our next game. What are you expecting? Obviously, we're coming up against Mags, who we know very well. What are you kind of expecting for that game coming up?
Well, it's going to be a real tough game, isn't it? They're in a slightly worse situation than us. We were on the not losing side, but obviously against Yorkshire we had to bat for a draw again. Yeah. They played most of the cricket, so I think it's time for us as a team to really start to challenge and push the opposition and get ourselves into those positions where we're trying to bowl a side out on the last day for a win rather than scrapping around for a draw. But yeah, it will be a tough game, but every game is tough in Division 1. And I suppose amplified by the fact that they're in a similar situation to us, so it is a must-win game.
Well, Tom, well done today, mate, and thank you for your time.
Cheers, Oak.